Because, and also see what happens here is you yourself is start giving insights about the customer's desired outcome. It's not your desired outcome. You start throwing insights to the customers, and that is where he will be feeling that, yes, this person knows better than me. That is the importance of outcome and innovation driven planning. So we start with that. And again, there is no discussions, because you know what happens is when an outcome and innovation based agile leader, when they lead an assignment, see, there will be an investigator like a CBCID. There will be a good observer, and there will be an active listener. And his job is nothing but apply the tools and explain the data. Because customer may not believe what we are saying, but customer believe the data. And the tools visualize the data, and so that you will be able to, because all that what we discussed, all these tools are nothing but the leading indicators. These are not lagging indicators. So that you will be able to make the changes real time, or make the changes proactively. That makes you powerful. And you know what happens, let's say you are an vendor, or you are a business owner. When your vendor talk about insights that can skyrocket, that can improve your return on investment, what happens? See, that is where we are focusing, because everybody wants to improve or increase the return on investment. But how many projects or how many team members know what exactly is a customer success outcome? And what exactly is, yes, service outcome to an extent, they know that, but without knowing success outcome, if you just trying to deliver the service outcome, I don't think we will be able to achieve the desired outcome. That is the problem. And again, see, customer, they don't know what exactly they want. And that is where outcome and innovation driven planning, and that is where all these management tools, the leadership tools, all these help. Because you know, most of the time the top leadership or the top executives, they use the impact leadership language. Let's say, please help something, or please do something to reduce my cost. The expense is skyrocketing. So please help me to do something to reduce the cost. That itself is an impact, is the example of impact leadership language. And now, if the customer is, or the customers, most of the time, they might say that, you know, you do something to increase the revenue, get more work from the existing customers. All these are impact leadership language. Your team will not be able to do anything on it. And that is where you can act as a bridge. And when the customer or whoever it may be using such language, you will be able to convert it to the outcome leadership language. And when you talk and when you do that conversion, you will be able to throw plenty of insights precisely. I'm not talking about throwing insights or, you know, spending plenty of time to do this analysis or to do this conversion. No, not at all. This is just a 5 to 10 minutes of work. And that is where these tools can enable you to work with multiple assignments at a time. You will be able to work with 5 assignments, 10 assignments, because now you're applying tools. You don't need to interact with the people or, you know, one-to-one discussion. How many times we did, how effective, and how can we change the thought process of your team? No. The conversations or, you know, one-to-one discussion or a tea time talk. No, not at all. Nothing is going to work because, you know, that is the time, that period is gone now. It might work in 1990s. or in 2000, 2010, but now 2020 or 22, it's not possible at all. So how do you make that happen? One thing is, yes, you throw the insights to the customers. Now you decide, you are there to throw options. And how do you get that option? And how do you get that data? This tools is going to help you there. And what happens? You visualize all these things to the customers. And sometimes it might be a behavior from the customers, but what happens when you start visualizing things to them? It's data. It's data. And you are just explaining the data, and you have no other vested interest or conflict of interest. You are just explaining what is happening now at this moment, leading indicator. That is the interesting part. And that makes this different than the iteration-based Agile or any other types of Agile. And also what you do is you are showing them the throughput of different instances. That means how your system is performing now. You are showing them the actual bottlenecks, which might be hidden most of the time. You will be able to see what others cannot see, or your tools will pull out all that. The elephant in the room, you know, tools will show you that. That means there is less speaking, or less discussions, less one-to-one oral discussion. Let the data speak. And even if you're a stand-up meeting, do we need it daily? All the time. Here is what it makes the difference, because we are focusing on outcomes and innovations. We are not focusing on anything else. That is a specific reason your project or assignment might be following a SAFe, or might be following Scrum, or might be following Kanban, or might be following something else. But still, everyone is thinking about how to compliance with the framework, or how to compliance with, but who is planning around outcomes and innovations? If you wanted to achieve the desired outcomes and introduce innovations, then you should plan around it. And if you plan around requirements, and if you plan around just delivering features, you will not be able to achieve the desired outcomes for the customers. And that is where the customers most of the time will be least interested. And when people talk, but they're more, they'll be very interested when you start explaining these data through tools, because there you are making the difference. They might be the first time they're seeing it. That makes the difference. Does that clarify, Mithulesh?
Yes, definitely.
All right. Thank you very much. And Ganesh and Abby, any other questions? We have 2 more minutes.
Yeah, Dilip, actually, not
Ganesh, please go ahead, Ganesh. Yes,
yeah, no, actually, I don't have any questions. It was, yeah, so
all right. Thank you very much, Ganesh. And Abby, do you have any questions?
No, thank you. I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you very much for your time.
All right. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the day. Bye-bye. Take care.
yeah, thank you.